Coming up next, On the Spot. It's a full rotation of Xbox 360 games. GameSpot editors will be coming at us from all angles with demonstrations of Kameo Elements of Power, Project Gotham Racing 3, Madden NFL 06, AMP 3, Condemned Criminal Origins, and Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game with the longest name. We're building a show to resemble an Inhale, live and on the spot. It's that kind of show today, dude. It's that kind of show. Hey, everyone. Rich Galva, host On the Spot, and we have an entire show featuring what can be found in this box right here. Although technically not what's in this box because you were holding what actually was in this box.
I'm what's in this box. It's one of these things.
We have a whole bunch of Xbox 360s
GameCube
here.
too. No, wait.
What?
Xbox 360.
No, it's Xbox 360.
Yeah.
It comes out next Tuesday, but we have it today. We are playing Kameo, Project Gotham Racing 3, Condemned Criminal Origins, Madden, King Kong, AMP 3, and maybe, if some surprises show up while we're talking, we'll bring them on. We'll play those too.
Awesome.
We have right now standing by Ryan McDonald, Greg Kasavin. Hey, fellas.
What's up? How's it going, man?
It's going well. What are you guys about to play?
We got a little Kameo over here.
Indeed.
You're going to play some Kameo?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Very nice. Greg obviously already reviewed it. Jeff, we've had a lot of reviews go up for games so far.
Yeah.
What's the general feel of them right now?
There are some games out there that are really sharp. I've been playing Need for Speed, and that's I've been a big fan of that. We have a review of that going up later today. And then there's stuff like Call of Duty 2, NBA 2K6, and of course Kameo looks really cool too. So there's definitely some very cool games coming out for the system.
Cool. Well, I got to put out the disclaimer right now. Today's show, normally we like to have the demos and then some guests, and then we play like tape segments in between. Today, demos only.
That's right.
We're bringing it. Let's see. You're going to be here. We got Greg. We're going to have Brian, Alex,
a walking
Ryan, Brad. Who knows who's going to show up? All playing 360 games.
Totally.
You're a walking demo.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm a demonstration for something.
Sure. Well, let's start your demo.
All right. Cool. So I've got this controller here, wireless. It works.
Awesome.
And let's take a look at the dashboard.
Sure, let's. Yeah. Go ahead.
So this is the dashboard, or Xbox guide, as they sometimes call it. They kind of go back and forth. So you have these blades here, and it lets you kind of go back and forth. Blades. And
the sides kind of represent an inhale.
Yeah, the blades are meant to represent an inhale.
Okay.
So you can go through, and it starts you out with the Xbox Live tab here. You've got, your friends list, messages that you get from people, which so far I've just been getting Halo 2 game invites, like always, that I just keep declining, because they don't go away. It's like you have like a static inbox that fills up even when you're not online.
Awesome.
So that's pretty crazy.
That's cool.
So yeah, you have your gamer tag, which is basically the same as it worked on the old Xbox. You can actually change it now, though. If you pay them a small microtransaction, you can change your gamer tag.
How much of a microtransaction are we talking?
It's like 800 points or 400 points or some
kind
of crazy.
Like
1 point is a cent and a quarter.
A cent and a quarter.
Yeah. That's not 26 cents. That's 1 point.
Right.
That's 1.25 cents.
Yeah, 1 and a quarter. Yeah.
Math.
Sweet. So anyway, show us what you got. What else you got here?
So moving on, you have the Games tab, and here's where you keep track of your achievements, which you'll get from playing games, and also the Xbox Live Arcade, which is where you can go online and actually purchase a lot of pretty cool little games. Some of these games have appeared on the PC as like shareware products. Some of them are classic arcade hits.
Let's see some.
Let's dive right in. So let's take a look at actually how it works really quick here. So you just kind of go in, hit download games. They've got it broken up by genre. You can go into action here, and you can see Crystal Quest, Geometry Wars, which we'll be playing later.
Awesome.
Mutant Storm Reloaded, Wick Fable of Souls. And the Coin Up Classics is where there are some midway games. So then you can go in here after you've purchased a game, and you see we've already picked up a few. And you can see down there on the right side of the screen, that's your achievements.
Awesome.
And what this is if you achieve things in these games, like reach Wave 5, get 10,000 points, or they basically vary from game to game, they go into your Gamerscore.
All right.
And that's tied to your overall profile, so how many games you've played and all this stuff. You can earn a lot of points.
See, I thought, now here's where I was confused, because I thought when you earn these points in your gamer score, you could then spend those on some nice Call of Duty 2 wallpaper.
Yeah, separate points.
Really?
Yeah, like the points for your gamer score is just like bragging rights, like, hey, I'm good at games, and then the other points you have to buy. Though they say that they're going to have some kind of contests and other stuff that you'll be able to win points that way. Right, Slam-a-do, get some
Actually,
points.
as Director Tim Tracy just pointed out, I think we should call them bits.
Bits?
Bits are the money, like shaving a haircut, 2 bits.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so you need some Microsoft bits.
So you need 400 bits, 800 bits.
Yeah, that'd be a lot more fun.
So why don't we, stop talking about games, start playing games?
Yes.
Geometry Wars.
Let's see it. Now, what is Geometry Wars?
This game was originally like an unlockable item in Project Gotham 2.
Okay.
And basically, they've updated it and made a super crazy version of it for the 360. And it is a lot like Robotron. The crazy thing is that there are like 5 games on Xbox Live Arcade that are basically Robotron.
Sure.
But that's great because Robotron is awesome.
This game looks awesome. So basically, you're just a little dude and you shoot things.
Yeah, I shoot stuff. So yeah, more or less. But it gets pretty crazy here. It's a lot of really wild particle business happening here.
Graphics
So
are cool.
I'm basically using both analog sticks to play this game. You
That's
use
it,
one
you're
to move,
shooting-
one to shoot,
shooting all the time.
and then the triggers are for bombs when things get a little too crazy.
Are they crazy yet?
They're not crazy. You'll know when they're crazy,
Is it crazy yet?
dude. You'll know.
GameSpot Complete members, our favorite part of the show is obviously hearing from you. I'm going to fire questions at you, Jeff, while we wait for it to get
All right,
crazy.
lay it on me.
My cow look is amazing today, by the way. All right, let's see. All right, there's obviously a lot of questions that are going to be about HD and
It's starting to get sort of crazy.
is it? Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, I can see the geometry coming into effect.
I am fighting the geometry. I am
Sure.
at war with geometry.
All right, so please explain what we've seen so far, comparing. I have a lot of questions here about how some of these games that we're going to see today aren't as sharp in standard definition. Do you need an HD TV basically to enjoy the Xbox 360?
To take the Xbox 360 to its fullest potential,
Right.
yeah, you definitely do. Some of these games look just fine at standard resolution. Some of them look not so great. So, it really is kind of an experience varies from game to game sort of deal.
Well, I will tell every game that we will be watching today will actually be in standard definition.
Right,
Because
yeah.
we are streaming on a little window on the internet.
Right.
Cool. All right, let's see another game, dude. Actually, did you fire a bomb yet?
No.
Just do it.
All right.
It's crazy enough.
And then the whole thing goes wow, wow,
That's
wow.
cool. All right,
So,
yeah,
all right.
New game.
So I can basically bring up the dashboard at any time. That's actually, when you bring up the dashboard there, that's where you can actually change the music that's playing at any point.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you can use custom soundtracks.
I have a question if you guys don't mind me cutting in real quick.
Hit us, Ryan.
What about the whole crazy Jeff Minter audio visual show for the music stuff?
Yeah. Well, why don't we show you a little bit of that?
That's a good.
We'll take a look.
thing,
So
yeah.
I have an iPod here.
Let's switch
It's
to
Ryan's
the
iPod.
view of what happens when you plug in this
Yeah.
iPod.
So we go over
it's
to
not
the
ShoePod.
This is not ShoePod.
It's not ShoePod?
This is Ryan's
Okay.
iPod, which is
Hold on,
why
I
it's
was
so
looking for
scratched
ShoePod.
up.
He's not here yet.
So we go over to the music tab here. You see you can get music from a variety of different sources. If you have any in the Xbox hard drive, if you're networking off of your PC. But then we plug in the iPod here,
You make it sound so easy.
like so.
And then what
We
happens?
take a look at the screen, and waiting,
I'm waiting.
waiting,
I'm waiting.
waiting,
Is your iPod on?
waiting.
It's totally not doing anything, dude.
That's really awesome.
That's the power of the live
Is it,
internet.
is it plugged
It
in?
is. It is indeed plugged in.
I don't even-
It is-
I don't
okay.
even
Well,
know.
let's unplug it from the iPod here. Plug it back in.
Let's see what happens. It seriously worked. Like just.
Okay.
5
Now
minutes
it's gonna
ago.
go.
Oh, okay. Now,
There we go.
Ah,
And now it's there.
now
so,
it's smell you losers later.
Right. So
Whose iPod is that?
that's Ryan's.
That's great. Ryan Davis.
Yeah.
That is a great name for an iPod.
So then you can go over here and basically navigate through the iPod, pick what music you want to play, and so on.
this is one of my favorite albums.
It's a pretty hot album. You're right.
Yeah.
So you can actually just plug in an iPod and go right there, and we can actually go back and play one of those songs and get the visualizer going.
Looking at this setup they have here with the blades and whatnot, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what they have with the PSP interface. You scroll left to right, and it gives
Right.
you different options,
Yeah.
and then you can go up and down through that. It's just a little different graphic.
So there's the visualizer there, and
okay,
you
that's
can
what
actually
Ryan was
make it
looking for.
full screen as well.
Ooh.
So, yeah, and then basically you have control over it. You can change the visualizer, and then both the analog sticks let you kind of rotate it and move it around.
So back in college right now.
Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I've seen this stuff done better for all the talking up they did of how amazing this thing is. It's pretty good, but stuff like Milk Drop and some of the other stuff that's available on PC and elsewhere seem to do better, basically. So it works.
It's fun. It's
there.
better than what they had in the
Right? Yeah, the original Xbox, that thing was
just not
that thing was
worth
lame.
using at all.
That thing was really lame.
Are there any other parts of the Xbox 360 that we should be
More
checking out while you're
classic
here?
games.
All right, fine. Play one more game, and I'll find
All
some
right,
questions for
cool.
you. Yes. All right. Well, we're going to count you as our standard, just channel Xbox 360 guru right now.
All right, lay it on me.
All right, Pierre Wills in Dunkirk, Maryland. What is the
Dunkirk?
battery life on the wireless controllers?
We actually don't know. We've been using them plugged in a lot because we have so many different Xboxes here that to try and use the wireless, someone would be trying to marry theirs to their Xbox at the same time you are, and you'd end up crossing wires and getting all kinds of crazy. So we haven't really done too much in the way of battery testing just yet, but I haven't had one die on me yet either. So far, so good.
Cool. All right, I'm still looking for more questions here. A lot of people are asking the same stuff about the HD. Here's Amir Gabe in Israel.
All right.
The controller for the last Xbox, it was pretty heavy.
It was kind of heavy.
How is the new one?
It's kind of heavy.
Is it still?
No, I don't think it's quite as heavy, but
Yeah.
there's definitely there's some heft to it.
There's some heft to it?
Yeah.
Now what are you playing, by the way?
This is Robotron, which
Awesome.
is this game is a lot like Robotron.
It's a Robotron clone of Robotron.
Though it has Xbox Live support for co-op play, so one person can move while the other person shoots, which is really weird. They've also redone the graphics a little bit, but at its core, totally Robotron, dude.
Cool. That looks good. Are there any other games you want to play, or is that?
I just kind of want to play Robotron.
All right. Well, you play Robotron. I'll ask you one last question. Here's one. Christian Guron in Rialto, California.
Yes.
Have there been any changes to the quality of the 360 face plates? Have you been switching them off and stuff?
No.
No.
No. Haven't really.
Should we try it?
No.
Okay. That's fine. All right. Well,
No, those things seem fragile once you get them off. To
Do
be
they
honest,
really?
the E3 one seemed like it was going to break apart in my hand when I touched it. So it seems like the sort of thing that you want to put it on and leave it on, and then if you buy a second one, lock the old one away so it doesn't get sat on or destroyed or something like that.
Well, Robotron does look great. I want to get us going on the real games.
This is the realest game around.
No, it is
friend.
not, right? Because we have a lot of great games. Although this game look awesome.
All right,
fine. We're gonna shortly.
Okay.
All right. I want to give a quick plug though, because I feel like we haven't really given just talking about the system itself its due. That we should tell people to go on the site right now to find out more about the 360.
Dude, I don't know. No, the Xbox 360 launch center.
Right.
We've got all kinds of stuff about the hardware, and of course, that's a really easy way to get to all of our coverage of the system, reviews, previews of the upcoming games, all that stuff in one easy-to-find place.
I was also actually trying to plug the Hotspot from yesterday.
The what?
The Hotspot, our internet radio show. Because
Internet radio?
Podcast.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, go to the features page, look
Yeah.
for Hotspot, and Greg and Jeff and Bob and myself, we talk about the 360 for like 25 minutes or something like that.
We chop it up.
Talk
real
about.
big.
I was actually just trying to move the hard drive, and I can't do it.
See, you gotta.
Yeah.
It's actually the button is actually part of it, which is the confusing
it is?
thing. So yeah, pretty big.
That's huge. Yeah, it's not fitting in your pocket.
I don't really have a
There's
pocket.
really no reason for
I
it
don't
to
know
be
why it would
detachable.
detach unless they're going to sell bigger ones later. That doesn't really seem like.
Or smaller ones.
Yeah.
Like the
or
Nano
like
there.
TC ones or
I
something.
want my
Yeah.
Xbox 360 Nano hard drive.
I wish the hard drive looked like it was an Inhale. I think that would look cooler. Because the way it is now, it's
just kind of like half of one
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Anyways, are we ready for some Kameo,
Yes,
gentlemen?
sir.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff, Greg, and Ryan. Take it away.
Actually, yeah. So, Greg, you've already reviewed Kameo
Indeed.
Elements of Power. So here it is, live and in person.
Yep.
How is it?
It's really cool. It's really one of the better games like this I've played in a long time. It's just really creative and has a lot of really kind of cute and interesting stuff that makes for a really good contrast to something like Condemned, which I've also played through. But
You're going to be showing us a little bit later, right?
yeah, actually, in regard to the question about battery life, we just had one of our wireless controllers kind of seemed to start to give out on us, so we just switched to one of the wired ones for what it's worth. But for all the, I probably played like 30 hours worth of Xbox 360 games so far, and it's
It's held up.
yeah, I haven't had to do too much in the way of battery stuff.
Right on.
So in Condemned, the whole hook is that you can turn into all these different creatures, basically, literally at
Or
the
in
touch of a
Kameo.
button.
Right.
Oh, did I say Condemned?
Yeah, that's all right.
It's easy to get the two mixed up. See? So, and a lot of them are really cool. I'm here in this snow temple level, which is probably a little more than halfway through the game.
So this is stuff that people probably haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. This is some of the later forms. I really like this this
cool.
slime guy. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. He's just kind of dripping weird stuff and has this kind of bionic commando action.
Now there's a ton of different forms you can take on.
There
right?
are 10 different forms total. Yeah,
Wow.
and basically you just you can map them to the controller buttons. So you just this guy's also really cool. It turns into Super Mario Sunshine basically as soon as you turn into that guy. Let me just take care of some
that seems
unwanted
to be.
business.
I've noticed
here.
while you were playing, when Jeff and Rich were gone, this is definitely one of the ones that you seem to use a lot in this particular level. Is it changed on the different environments? Which one you got to use?
Oh, this one character in particular.
This one form, yeah.
This one, I guess he does kind of turn out to be one of your mainstays. He can climb. He can impale dudes on his back and do all kinds of kind of pretty nasty stuff. So he's one of the tougher ones. Yeah, actually, one of the only things I thought wished kind of could have been better about the game was that's not cool. That's not cool.
That's trouble.
Okay. Yeah, and I just bought it.
So where you get going again, let me ask you a question. I'm sure that as Rich and everybody's seen from the questions coming in, how does this compare when you're playing on SD versus HD? Is the experience a lot different?
It still looks really good in SD, but as I wrote in the review, it looks exponentially better in HD. It's just everything stands out a lot more vibrantly, and everything is just so sharp, and there's so much really cool detail in the graphics. But you're saying this is SD here, right?
Yes.
So I mean, this here already looks better than what you could. It looks substantially better, I'd say, than what you could be getting in other game systems these days.
One of the questions I personally have is the graphics the only thing that takes you to the HD era, or are there other elements to this game that you found pretty surprising and pretty cool?
Well,
aside from being a cool game, but is there anything out of the ordinary except for the graphics that really make it a
I think it's just a really creative game on the whole. Actually, it's just got a lot of neat stuff. I mean, what game lets you turn into a crazy plant with boxing gloves and and just do dragon punches on orcs? It's a conventional style of game. It's your typical kind of action adventure game, but it's sort of an important reminder that there's a lot to be said for games that are just creative and do a lot of neat stuff.
I've got a question here from Dave Palmer out of Brampton, Ontario, Canada. He wants to know, this is actually one of my questions too, he wants to know, how's the story in Kameo? Is it as fun and compelling as Rare's past titles?
Yeah, it really is. It's like the story, such as it isn't long-winded. There isn't too much straight storytelling sequences, but it's a cool setup for a lot of neat stuff to happen, and it's just kind of your standard cool fantasy story with elves versus trolls duking it out.
Now there's a couple different modes. There's co-op play, is that right?
Yeah, there's a co-op mode. There isn't a lot to the co-op mode. It basically just dumps 2 players into a level instead of 1.
How's the camera? How's that do? They split it up? Or?
Yeah, it's a split screen. So the levels aren't really designed around 2 players.
So you can kind of muscle your way through.
Yeah, it's more like if you've got 2 kids in the same household, complaining that they both want to play the 360, you could let them both play at the same time.
I gotcha. Sammy out of Hollywood, Florida wants to know, is the Kameo co-op online or is it only offline?
It's only split screen. It's actually kind of weird because the game will say, the game invites you to choose. It says how do you want to play co-op? And the only option is split screen, as if there was intended to be other options there, but there aren't any. So.
So one of the other questions here that I see coming up, this comes from Jacob Casper out of Wimberley, Texas. How long does the story last, and is it for kids or is it for everybody?
It's the game is rated T. But I definitely think it's suitable. My personal opinion is that it's definitely suitable for kids. That actually, I appreciate that about it because the 360 launch lineup has a ton of sports games and really kind of gnarly stuff like Condemned. But this game really is family friendly. But I always qualify that by saying, it's family friendly in a really good way, because if you're someone who's been playing games all your life, you could still find a lot of really neat stuff to like about it. But if you're a kid, you're just going to really like these kind of cool looking characters and just all the colorful environments and everything. How long is the game? It took me less than 10 hours to kind of blow through it. Part of the reason you could blow through it quickly is that it has this really nice hint system. At any time, you could just bust out your book here and talk to this dude, and he actually will tell you contextually what to do next.
Oh, cool.
So on the one hand, it makes Kameo easy. On the other hand, it keeps it from ever getting frustrating, which is really nice. It's just one of those kind of lighthearted games that you could play and have fun looking at and just kind of enjoying without ever getting frustrated.
That's awesome. Is there anything people should definitely know about this before we let you go?
You know, I think it's just well worth checking out. It's a really good showpiece for the system, but I think it's one of those games that pretty much anyone who likes games will be able to appreciate on some level. Its charm will kind of dig into you after a while, even if you don't like how kind of. I really wasn't into the look of Kameo herself. She's kind of got that generic, like anime kind of bogus anime look to her. But all these other creatures are just super cool and make great, squishy noises as they walk around and all that stuff.
Excellent. Well, I think we're going to switch over to Condemn. Before
all right.
we do that, we're going to toss it over to Rich and Brian, who are standing by with Project Gotham Racing 3. Take it away, guys.
Thank you, Ryan and Greg. We are standing by with Project Gotham Racing 3. Not as cute and cuddly as Kameo.
No, a lot more hard-edged.
Nice. What do you got? Let's see it.
We're looking at Project Gotham Racing. I'm actually checking out this sort of pick-me-up games where you just choose a race, and I thought we'd just jump right into a race here in Tokyo, of all places. What you can do is you can choose to run this right by yourself, or you can add opponents. I think up to 6 or 7 opponents, and you can choose the difficulty that you wish to have them race at. So you can add a few novice, you can add an easy guy.
And they're just randomly getting cars assigned to them.
Yeah, based on the class that you chose. You can actually mix the classes as well, but we're going to mix it up, and then we're going to start the race. And yeah, so we'll be racing through Tokyo. The environments in the game, the cities, Tokyo, Las Vegas, New York City, London, and one other that I can't think of right now. But yeah, it's all over the world, and they're completely amazing looking, photorealistic. Unfortunately, the load times are a little bit long in this game. So
I just noticed that.
I got to stretch a little bit.
It looks like it's worth it.
It's totally worth it, because once you're in the environment, you guys aren't going to believe it. It looks really sweet.
We have a ton of HD footage for this game right now, so if you're a GameSpot Complete member after the show, check it out. But right now, this race is about to get underway.
Yeah, so we're in Tokyo, obviously, and I don't know what kind of car I chose here.
Looks like a Corvette.
It's probably a Corvette. So yeah, I'm just rolling around now. Rich, let me ask you a question. This looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
This looks pretty good. Well,
yeah.
let me show you what looks really good.
Okay.
When you're in the car. Now for me,
that building looks like an inhale.
That looks like a big Xbox 360, doesn't it? That's the biggest inhale in the world. But yeah, I mean, for me, this in-car view is just the best. It's probably the single most impressive thing I've seen of any game, Xbox 360 game so far. It just looks amazing. If you look real close, you'll notice that the windshield is dusty, and that you'll see sort of reflections in the mirror. When you're racing on like night courses in this game, and a car comes up behind you, you can see the reflection of his headlights in your front windshield.
That's awesome.
And so you know he's like right on your tail. You can actually look around in the car and look in the rearview mirror, and it screws up my driving, but it looks really great. So there's a one-lap.
That's great. Nice job.
One-lap race, but yeah, it looks really great.
Show us another level if you could.
I shall do that.
Awesome.
As soon as, unfortunately, I have 10 seconds to fill.
Oh, you do?
In these races, you have to wait for everybody to finish. But here we go. So get out of there, get back to the loading screen. Now, this is only the sort of pick-me-up game. There's also, online play. There's a career mode. They split the career mode between the sort of offline career and your online career, and there's all different events that you can do there as well. So let's take it to.
Now, obviously, this is Project Gotham Racing 3.
Right.
How does it compare to the first two in terms of gameplay modes?
A lot of the same race types. You'll see. Here's a good one.
There you go.
Vegas, baby. Let's do a lot of the same type. Like you'll see the same cone challenges where you have to go through the cones. You'll see the different types of street races. There's an elimination mode where each lap the last guy gets eliminated.
Yeah, and burnout.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard stuff. The game modes in this game really are real straightforward, real straight ahead. I actually haven't checked out online. In fact, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to go play online for the first time ever. So I'm really stoked to do that.
And then next week we can bring you back and you can play online against
absolutely
some of our viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I'd like to mention is I don't lose online.
You don't?
No, I only lose in Madden against Alex.
He will attest to that.
That's right.
In a few minutes when he comes back.
So this is a night course in Vegas. You'll see all the big casinos. You'll see Excalibur. You'll see the MGM. You'll see Bellagio if you look real close. and it just looks really sharp. Obviously, kudos are a big part. This is a Project Gotham game. So.
Right, explain the kudos to people who don't know.
Kudos is basically sort of a reward you get for quote-unquote driving with style, as I'm not doing here. But if you drift, if you do a nice spin, you'll get kudos. And there's actually kudos challenges where you have to earn a number of kudos to pass a particular level.
Oh, it really just says Treasure Island on it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I would have figured they would have had like a generic name or something.
Well, on some of them they do. Actually, I think the Wynn Hotel, which I guess is new,
yep,
it just says Casino.
Okay.
Which is a little bit weird. I guess they couldn't get Steve Wynn to
Maybe
agree.
they didn't know the name of it in time. Or...
Maybe so. One of the things that that's interesting about Project Gotham is that it doesn't have as many cars as previous Gothams have had.
Well, let me ask you some questions.
Sure.
James from Sammamish, Washington wants to know how many different cars are there in Project Gotham Racing 3?
There's about 80, but the thing is about the cars is that every one of them is like a car you are desperate to drive. I mean, they have every Ferrari that I can think of. They have the McLaren F1. They have a Ferrari F50 Special Edition. I think there's only been like 20 made in the entire world.
Nice.
And all of the interiors are completely true to life and realistic looking. In the McLaren F1, you drive in the center part of the car. And so there's no side seats. You're just in the center of the car, and you like look to the left and right, and there's side view mirrors on the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the car.
Cool.
So I mean, it just looks really sharp. And actually, if you look down in that car,
you mean rear view mirrors, by the way, or?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh,
rear
yeah.
view mirrors. If you look down in that car, you can see your foot working the brake and the gas. I mean, the level of detail is just amazing.
Nice. David Smith from Scotland wants to know what are your favorite cars in the game?
I just mentioned two of my favorite. They're actually the two most expensive cars. The McLaren F1 LM, which is just amazing looking and drives like a dream, and that Ferrari the Ferrari F50 Special Edition is just amazing. And the RUF, which is like sort of a Porsche knockoff. Mm-hmm. I've always really liked that car, and they handle really well in this game. So that's three of my favorite cars in this game.
Now, when you say expensive, does that mean when you unlock the cars, you have to microtransact your way up the ladder?
Well, it's not microtransactions. It's actually credits.
Okay.
And you get credits by by passing events in career mode, and based on the difficulty of a particular challenge, you'll earn a differing amount of credits. The more difficult, the more credits you earn, and then it's actually pretty easy to earn cars. I had the McLaren within just say 2 or 3 hours, and that I think is one of probably on purpose on their part. They wanted you to have the best cars quick,
right? Because
everybody's going to be using the McLaren, everybody's going to be using that Ferrari online, so why not give it to you quick?
Cool. All right, one last question. This is from Brandon Bennett in Greensboro, North Carolina. What is PGR3 TV all about? Yeah, Gotham TV. Actually, I haven't had a really great chance to check all of it out, but I do know that from a starting point, that's where you're going to view all your replays. There's a photo mode, not unlike Gran Turismo 4, where you can take pictures of all your cars, and you can access all of that, all your replays and all that good stuff from your Gotham TV sort of mode in the menu. And I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think you can watch like live online racing as well. But I have to check more of that out, and I'll let everybody know. I think that's the case, but I don't want to attest 100% to it. Well, we'll have to have you back next week when the review goes up. Can we say when it is yet? Just tell people to check back soon. Very soon. Check back soon for Brian's full. Should we say who's it? Yeah, my review. I wasn't sure. Great, but as we said, if you're a GameSpot Complete member, there's a ton of HD, gorgeous footage of this game. And if you're not a Complete member, you can still download some pretty nice MPEGs and of course stream them. But right now, thanks Brian. Thanks for coming by. Thank you. We'll have you back next week. Right now, I want to send it back over to Ryan and Greg, who are standing by with Condemned. Take it away, fellas. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. Awesome. You guys did really good over there for Project Gotham. That game looks awesome. But my man Greg also has a game that looks pretty awesome over here. It's a little different from Kameo. But you're walking around with what appears to be a board with nails in it. Yes, this is affectionately known as 2x4 nails in Condemned. Condemned is a game about you trying to track down a serial killer. Really? So it's really all about fighting for your life against these deranged lunatics. The best way I could describe it is that imagine a first-person shooter, except instead of shooting, you're braining people with gnarly clubs like this. Who's this here? Yeah, so this guy doesn't look friendly, and he's going to come at me with... So you're fighting these guys that... Yeah, how about that? So these guys... The enemies in this game are really, really creepy, and it's pretty effective at just
creating this really thick and scary whole environment, and it's all you view the whole game from a first-person perspective, and it's definitely one of those games that you want to play in the dark and so forth, preferably with a really loud surround sound system and all that.
Now this is from Monolith, right? Same guys did Fear?
Yep, they just came off of Fear. I believe it's a different team and it's a different publisher and everything, but yeah, the guys who brought you Fear are now bringing you Condemned.
Now, so this game seems pretty creepy with those guys crawling around.
Yeah, this is the fourth chapter in the game. That's about, that's like not quite halfway through.
Gotcha.
So this is when things are starting to get a little crazier. The storyline, it seems really well. I'm not going to go into my whole review. If you want the whole review, you can come join us at midnight Pacific time when it's going to go up along with our video review. So you'll get plenty more details there.
Excellent. Yeah, a few people were already sending questions asking when the review is going to go up.
Well, that's that.
There you go. So I mean, throughout the game, is it just straight up walking through, bashing people with stuff?
That is pretty much a good way to describe it. Yes, this game, the way I'd put it is, this game is very focused. It's focused on doing one thing really, really well, and that's getting this really intense melee combat down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually not fighting. I'm fighting these guys are all wimps. Let me find a different chapter here.
While you pull up a different chapter, I got a good question from Peter out of Norway who wants to know, how's the melee fighting in Condemned compared to those in Riddick? Is it similar? Can you do combos, or is it just a matter of timing?
Yeah, I appreciate the Riddick comparison because that is really the only game that comes close to this in terms of. I feel like it must have been an inspiration for this game. It's sort of similar to Riddick, but it's also kind of simplified.
Yeah.
You pretty much just have a standard attack. There isn't really a combo system, but what you do have is sort of an offensive block. You can't just ride the block button like you can in a fighting game, for example. You have to deflect enemy attacks that are coming at you.
Yeah, I saw in that one shot you had your thing, you're putting it up, trying to block
Yeah,
that.
and if you deflect an attack, that tends to open the enemy up for you to retaliate. But the enemy AI does a lot of pretty cool things. Like it'll, whenever you clock a guy in the face, he'll often just kind of reel around and hit you with kind of a backhand attack. So there's a pretty fluid feel to the combat, but it's not complicated at all.
So it sounds like the one bullet point on the back of this box that says unpredictable enemies with complex AI sounds like it.
That is fair to say. They are unpredictable, at least for a while.
Yeah, for a while?
Yeah. They have a number of, the first time you see them do certain things, it's really something else. I mean, there's nothing quite like this game. I definitely can't overemphasize that. This game gets the artificial intelligence of some deranged lunatic who's trying to kill you down pat, pretty much, because these guys will just angrily smash chairs against the ground and just kick garbage cans at you and things that are just totally nuts.
I'm sorry, did that say birds collected back there, by the way? What's going on with that?
You collect bird carcasses and you collect pieces of metal for reasons that, you know what? To be honest, I don't entirely understand, even having finished the game. So what?
Look out for that bird flu. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, bird flu actually has. Oh, see, something is. Basically, you're playing as this character who's wondering what the hell is going on, and some crazy stuff starts to happen to him.
Now, I think that might actually fit into this question that Ross out of Kansas City wants to know. He wants to know, how essential are the mind trips for the story of Condemned?
Mind trips, like you kind of freaking out?
Yeah.
The story is there as a. Basically, yeah, your character starts to question his own sanity as he's tracking this deranged serial killer. But the story is there to set up the action and to put you into these really dark and dreary kind of environments and fighting for your life. But it's not necessarily at the forefront of the game. The game is really just a setup for this really crazy action that I'm not doing a very good job of demoing right now because there's a lot of kind of walking around and waiting for someone to jump out at you.
Now we saw one of the cutscenes right there. How good is the story and the voice actors and all that?
The voice acting is totally solid. Yeah. I mean, the story is really interesting. It's just not necessarily fully fleshed out, I'd say.
I gotcha. I got a question from Justin Allen in Brampton, Ontario. He wants to know, how does Condemned stand up some of the better games of the horror genre, namely the Resident Evil series? Does it set a mood like those games have done so well?
It sets a mood really well. It's hard to compare to the Resident Evil games because it's just really different. It's definitely a horror game. It's not. It has these kind of elements of CSI or something like that, but you're fighting these things that don't seem quite human, and it's got this. It reminds me more in terms of its kind of look and feel of the Silent Hill series, if anything. But I stress that it's an action game. It's not an adventure game. There's not a lot of puzzle solving. It's mostly just you braining people with crazy clubs. So,
Gotcha.
and I can get behind that.
Right on. Kevin, that's a good thing. Kevin Darnell out of Calhoun, Georgia wants to know, does the frame rate lag up when there are explosions or when there are a lot of enemies on screen?
You know, I don't know that there are any explosions in this game.
Oh, wow.
There's not a lot of firefights. There are definitely some guns, but here I'm going to find a place where there's definitely action.
Well, you pull that up. This actually ties into.
But in answer to the frame rate question, the frame rate is rock solid.
Right on.
It's which is cool because actually in some of our early looks at this game, the frame rate was pretty choppy, and they clearly must have just pulled it together before the game came out.
Right on.
So.
Paul Jenkins out of Orlando Fuller wants to know, are there any boss fights?
Yes, there are some big mean opponents for you to take out. But you know, it's like this game doesn't throw you at tons of enemies at a time. It's more like you face off against one or two guys typically. So every encounter feels like, you know, you're fighting for your life against this guy, and it's either you or him. Gotcha. When other guys kind of clock you across the face, it tends to do a lot of damage. So you
gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's a real kind of showdown every time you square off.
Now this thing you're loading up, I know these guys are antsy over here to get some Madden on. Is there anything real quick that you're going to show us?
Hopefully I'll show. Okay, well I'll show you one last good one.
Okay.
See. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to make a promise. The video review does a much better job of showing. Yeah.
That's tonight at midnight?
As you'll find, it's one of those games that when it has its moments, when stuff starts to go bad and you get into a fight, it's awesome. Right on. But there's a lot of kind of waiting for some of that stuff to happen.
Excellent. Well, thank you so
I'm willing
much.
to give Greg a second chance if he's about to get in the fight again. I'm okay with that. No? Okay, we won't.
All right. Why don't you guys go ahead and take away with Madden?
How mortifying.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Greg. That game looks awesome. And as Greg said, come back at midnight tonight for the full review and video review. What's that? Midnight Pacific, thank you. That is West Coast time. Alex Navarro. Hello, Alex.
Navarro?
That's for an old joke.
All right.
Alex Navarro, when the Xbox 360 was first announced and we got to see this great teaser footage, one of the videos that really stood out in everyone's mind was Donovan McNabb going up against Michael Strahan in the snow, T.O. scoring a touchdown, doing the bird flap thing. Obviously, that's not happening anymore. But
yeah, that video was awesome.
Yeah, the video was awesome. How's Madden?
Hey,
is it that video?
No.
All right.
It's Madden. It's it's absolutely football. It is not just a port of Madden 06 from the other consoles.
Cool.
It is. The graphics have been significantly upgraded. It looks fairly different from the console games, but it's also a lot less of a game.
Okay.
There's less game here. There is quick play, franchise, and online.
That's it?
That's it.
Really?
That's Madden.
Play one of those three options right now.
All right, we're gonna
we?
do some quick play. We're gonna play as the Patriots here.
Oh, it's nice of you to play against the hometown guys like that.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into a game here, and in a second here, you're gonna, as soon as you get the awesome Bill Cowher loading screen, and it's always Bill Cowher. That's the really freaky thing, is that it's always Bill Cowher doing the screen. I
bet Bill Cowher's chin looks great in next generation graphics.
That's the really crazy thing. The best looking character models in this entire game are the coaches.
Really?
The coaches are really detailed and kind of crazy looking.
That's an interesting contrast from like NBA 2K6, where they're like the coaches are among the worst.
So, all right, so right here you're going to see the first difference. There's no coin flip like, the two teams getting together on the field getting ready to flip the coin. It's just like, here's this menu. Okay? And so, I'm going to... All right, now we got the little intro.
That's an angry-looking Tom Brady right there.
I have never seen Tom Brady jump in his life.
I saw it once actually. One of the playoff games, I think.
All right.
They made him do the whole. They made him try jumping. It didn't work out well.
It doesn't work so well because he's kind of a clunky dude. But all right, there's Corey Dillon, Rodney Harrison. Better times when he still had a leg.
Where'd you see more better times when he had a leg?
Yeah, that All right. So we're in here. You might notice the voice on screen is not John Madden.
Whoa!
It is an EA Sports radio announcer.
Okay. It's not
just some guy. I don't know who
Really?
he is. I don't recognize the name.
How's he do?
He's better than Al Michaels. That's the
wow.
really freaky thing. Is
Well,
that
that's a good thing.
This was not a bad decision on EA's part. It's a little weird, but it doesn't, it's not a detriment to the game in any way.
Nice.
So this is Madden football right here up in your face. Now John Madden is in the game. He still does the Ask Madden thing. He tells you something completely glib and not really that informative.
Look at this right here. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to get the zone coverage because they're going to pass the ball, and when you pass the ball into zone coverage, you might get an interception.
That's pretty good.
That's my John Madden impersonation.
That's a good impression,
Yeah,
actually. That
so.
wasn't bad.
That was pretty good.
Let's see how you do in zone coverage.
So, yeah,
actually.
all right, here we go. Yeah, see, didn't run the ball so well. Now, here's some things you'll notice just in the graphics. Obviously things look a lot better. The player models look better than they did in the last generation. Shinier jerseys, much shinier helmets. Now, there's a couple little things that are a little off too. Like, for instance, that ain't no Tim Rattay.
No.
That don't look anything like Tim Rattay.
That'll look a lot like the big dude with the jean jacket in Guitar Hero. Actually.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of guys that look,
Axel, that's right.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that look exactly like their counterparts. Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, Tom Brady looks a lot like Tom Brady, whatever. But it seems like the upper half of players got the realistic looks, and the other guys all kind of look like generic scrubs.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I mean the player models all are pretty detailed, but the faces are noticeably not that great in some spots.
The presentation looks nice. It looks like they definitely got the TV style presentation with the graphics on the bottom there.
Yeah, no, the menus are very slick. It gives you pretty easy ways to get all your stuff together for the. I'm going to hit the.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, there we go.
You better make sure. I want to see some offense.
Yeah,
here.
we're gonna get some offense here in a second.
If you're new to football coverage between Alex and myself, we're both Patriots fans.
Really, you're a Patriots fan?
Yeah, just you figure.
I never would have guessed that.
No, yeah, being from New England and you, just because you realized at a young age that they were a good team to root for.
The closest team to me was the Washington Redskins, and I hate the Washington Redskins. I'm not afraid to say that to the world on TV right now.
All right, we have a couple questions here flying in from the GameSpot Complete members. Justin from Concord, North Carolina. He says, I know Madden lost some modes, but does it still have the practice mode?
No.
Even in the franchise?
No, it might have it in the franchise. I haven't honestly messed around with the franchise as much as I probably should have by this point.
But it's not on the main menu.
It's not the main menu. Like there is no main practice mode. There's no mini camp. There's no any of that stuff. You can't scout rookies in the franchise mode. Well, you can draft them, but you can't scout them. So there's just a lot of little stuff like that. It's just not there. And I didn't snap the ball fast enough.
Oh, you didn't? That's right. You're just trying to set yourself back there a little bit.
Yeah, so I can bomb it out.
Sure. Let's see. Chris Pope, Memphis, Tennessee. The question we're getting about a lot of these games: have you played it on both a standard TV and a high def TV yet?
Yes.
How does it look on a standard?
It looks good on a standard TV. Cool. The menus are a little blurrier. Things are not quite as crisp, obviously. And the HD TV, obviously the way to go, but it doesn't. It's not like with some of the other games where it's just it looks like an Xbox game when it's not in HD. You notice the difference in the player models and like the environments
ball,
and stuff
dude.
like that. I keep forgetting to snap the ball.
I'm sorry. I'll stop asking you questions.
Yeah, you're distracting me, man.
Actually, no. I'm going to keep asking you questions.
Okay.
All right. Here's another question.
I'm going to snap this ball real quick.
All right. You snap it, and I want to see 6 right here.
Okay.
I'm putting that on you. With an angry Tom Brady.
He's an angry Tom Brady.
Yes. Now, obviously, the big addition to Madden this year was the Vision Cone. Passing cone, is that in here?
It is, but it's kind of weird the way it's in. I haven't checked to see if there's like an option just to turn it on or turn off. It defaults to off. The CPU uses it defaulted to on. And I've noticed that if you go back here and you change your primary receiver and then you snap the ball, it's on. I don't know what that's about. I haven't quite figured out the ins and outs of that whole system quite yet.
It's about you facing 3rd and 20.
It's about me facing 3rd and 20. I'm not afraid to do it. The porous San Francisco defense here.
I did see you light up Brian something fierce though right before the show.
That is true. I
that.
defeated Brian in an online match. What was the score? It was like 18-9 or something.
Brian had some problems kicking. Now, did they change the kick meter in this game? Or?
The kick meter is all new.
Hey, that's nice.
That's a nice
play they didn't show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's all right.
I completed a pass. See right there.
Yeah,
proof.
Look right there. Boom.
Yeah.
All right.
Boom. Yes.
But kicking's hard.
It is and it isn't. Like, it's fine in normal difficulty. Like, the meter moves at a basic pace. It works okay. Online, they must have ramped up the difficulty for the default like ranked matches because like it's just like zoom, 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 zoom.
This is your last chance, by the way. This is your last.
Okay.
Oh, you're running it.
Oh, and that.
I'm gonna give you. All right, one last question. I want you to check in the end zone. We'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll do a hand.
All right, this is from a regular contributor Kevin in Georgia. He wants to know George Bush versus Jeb Bush. Is that in the game?
I have not seen it anywhere. And I wouldn't look for it.
I'm gonna guess no.
Yeah,
I heard it. Huck it up.
Here we go. I'm gonna throw this out here.
The stadium looks very nice, by the way.
The stadium does look very nice. The stadium environments all look really, really good. The crowds, in cutscenes look really awesome. Like on the field, maybe not quite as much. But
there it is.
You see,
that's your last.
Dion,
that's the moment you're gonna leave.
You're killing me. You're killing your own father, Larry.
Nice job, Alex. Thank you. For more information on Madden, they can wait. Right?
Yeah.
It'll be up.
It'll be up soon enough. Yeah.
It'll get there. Thanks, Alex.
No problem.
Hey, let's kick it on over to Ryan, who's now joined by Brad Shoepod Shoemaker, who he's playing Peter Jackson's King Kong, the official game with the longest name. Yes. Take it away.
Yes. So we got some King Kong here. You may have heard there's a movie coming out in December. It's by Peter Lord of the Rings Jackson. So the game is made by Ubisoft. It was actually helmed by Michel Ancel, who's Rayman.
Yeah, totally.
Beyond Good and Evil. So
that dude knows how to make some games.
Yeah, especially considering what I've played of this, I'd say he knows how to.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's looking good so far.
Now, correct me. Is this a launch game or is this gonna come after?
It is a launch game.
It is a launch game.
It's out on Tuesday next week. So in fact, it's out on every platform next week.
That's awesome.
Not just the 360. We got some kind of fat load times here, so
oh, really?
Have a little chat here while.
Is that going to be in the final? You think, or is that going to be just on this one?
It's hard to say with discs and that kind of thing. It could be improved.
I gotcha. So just to set people up, I think they probably know by now you get to play both as Jack.
Yeah, you play Jack, the screenwriter who's played by Adrian Brody in the movie, and also obviously King Kong himself. Jack is actually, from what they've said, around 70% of the game, so that's what we're showing you here.
Okay.
So you're just, as you can see, you're just a dude.
Just walking around?
Yeah, and I actually didn't see where those guys ran, so...
Okay, that was totally distracting me. I think they went that way.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Now, while you find your way around in the dark,
yes.
I'm going to actually ask you a couple questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
So, you've played this version, you've played the other versions, I take it?
Yeah, I played the Xbox version a little bit.
Let's get to the question that everybody wants to know and love is how much better does it look?
It's better.
The other two versions look really good too, though.
They actually developed this game for the PS2. That was their lead platform, so all the art assets and everything were created for the PS2. And then the 360 team actually developed some tools to kind of automatically generate detail based on that art. So a lot of this stuff was actually just done by a machine. But as you can see, it looks pretty good. Actually, you get some action going on right here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy didn't make it.
No, he really didn't. I think that guy's a goner.
This is a game that's rated M, I take it?
Yes, I would assume so. Anyway, there is definitely some violence in this one.
Now, how far have you actually played through the game?
I got about 2 hours into it.
What do you think?
It's very solid. It's kind of like a roller coaster ride,
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
It's just one sequence like this after another, basically.
Just really big action,
like,
really big.
they're just constantly throwing enemies at you. Obviously, we haven't seen the movie yet, but I would imagine a lot of these sequences are probably right out of the movie.
I got you. Now, you don't have it here, but usually Jack at some point, he usually has a gun in his hand,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, I actually totally forgot to grab that gun.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to have to improvise with this bone that I picked up here.
I don't think you're going to make it.
It's possible.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't think it's going to happen, actually.
Yeah.
There are these kind of found weapons in the environment everywhere. And basically, what I'm trying to do is distract this T-Rex here while, now I'm dead, so that's actually not going to happen.
You basically got to drop that thing so the T-Rex kind of gets interested in eating him,
Yeah,
right?
you take down those kind of pterodactyl-looking things, and it kind of goes over and snacks on those for a little while, and that lets these guys open up this door here.
Is it all in-game cinemas, or is there?
There's no F&D whatsoever. It's all what you see here is kind of what you get.
But that dude kind of looks like Jack Black over there.
It does, actually.
Yeah.
If I don't think Rex here is going to give me a chance to get up close to these guys, but the facial detail is actually really impressive.
I got a few questions I'm going to throw at you if you don't mind.
Let's see if I can take this guy down.
Do you by any chance, I know you've only played a couple hours into it so far, do you by any chance have any idea how long the game is just yet?
Guessing it's, well, you know, we can't make too much speculation ahead of time like that, but okay.
So you're not quite sure just yet?
Looks like Hayes is getting chomped on over here.
Uh-oh, you got an up-close shot.
But, you know, you can imagine a lot of movie games, they follow the storyline of the movie pretty closely, so it's going to be a pretty kind of, you know, condensed narrative.
I gotcha.
So.
Kevin Kim out of Fullerton, California wants to know, why is there no heads-up display on the screen?
There's actually a lot of adventure game elements. There's a lot of kind of like light puzzle solving involving background elements and stuff, so they're trying to basically immerse you in the environment as much as they can.
I'm always a big fan of it.
Yeah, absolutely. They do a really good job of it. I mean, like, there are no power-ups to pick up. You know, if you get a gun, it's because somebody hands it to you, or they drop it from a supply plane.
Gotcha. You're pretty close to that guy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna see if I can piss him off here.
Okay. While you're doing that, Nick Mendez wants to know, it might be early to say, but how does the 360 version compare to the other two? We kind of covered that.
Yeah.
Let me go on to the other one.
It's the same game. It just looks better.
Getting some deja vu over here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to do something about that.
If you don't do it this time, we should move on. There's another stage.
There's actually a Kong level here
Okay.
too. You know what? I could just kind of try to piss this guy off. But we can certainly check out some Kong action.
Ross out of Kansas City wants to know, how large is
He's mad now.
I'm sorry?
He's mad now.
Have you gotten to see any of the New York environment yet?
No, actually. Well, obviously, that's, if you know the Kong storyline.
It's pretty close to the end,
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of the climax of the film. So
Gotcha.
we haven't gotten there yet. In fact, Ubi and the movie studio, too, are playing that part pretty close to the vest. So
I gotcha.
I want to save the surprise.
Justin out of Ontario wants to know, do you prefer playing as Jack or Kong?
Kong is actually, like I said, he's only like 20-30% of the game, and they're actually real short action levels, like 5 minutes apiece. In fact, I'll show you one right now if we have time.
I think we have enough time, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time, dude.
Excellent.
Okay. So let
me pull out your blade.
Yeah. Let's see, let me quit out of here.
So what are your overall impressions of the Xbox 360 so far? You've been playing some games.
It's great. I mean, the dashboard set up, the way you can interface like music players and all that sort of stuff. It seems really streamlined, really thoughtfully designed. So.
Right on. Are you HDTV bound yet?
I'm not. I'm going to chill for a while.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna
You're content with the SD?
Yeah, I think I'm going to let things get a little cheaper first.
But I got a question here from Louis out of Sweden.
Okay.
As far as you know, the story is pretty much identical to the movie, correct?
Well, not having seen the movie, we can assume it's pretty close. Yeah.
Dodge Stone wants to know he wants to know if he was going to play this movie before he went, or this game before he went and saw the movie. Do you think it would ruin it for him? Do you think?
Well, obviously you're going to get the whole storyline, but then again, King Kong the movie came out in what 1933.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like,
right?
You know, it's kind of been known.
What part do you not know?
Yeah.
What does happen?
The big monkey dies at the end, right?
Oh, dude!
You don't want to ruin that for people.
Whatever, that movie was...
Maybe there's a twist on it that we don't know
There you
about.
go.
You never know.
Never know.
The
All right,
reimagining of King Kong.
Yes.
Who was in that movie? Jeff Bridges? Is that dude?
I forget.
Jeff Bridges was in the
the 1980 version, right?
1980 version.
I love that version,
That was
by
the
the
Twin
way.
Towers one.
Now this one is actually based more on the black and white, the older version.
Yeah,
correct?
this is like Peter Jackson's love letter to the original
It's
movie.
like the
basically.
33.
Right on.
Yeah.
Now this is Kong you're playing as, and you're whooping up on this T-Rex,
Yeah,
right?
so this is one of the Kong levels I was talking about. Like I was saying, these only come in every hour or two, and they're like 5-10 minutes long. And you just play as Kong, beat up on some dinosaurs, swing on vines, whatever. So
Uh-oh, he's trying to get you, huh?
I'm trying to fight this guy off right now.
He's trying to get him back.
There we go.
There's like one or two ways you can get rid of this guy, right?
Oh no,
That's a little trouble.
They're having some problems here.
Keep in mind, this is not final
Yeah,
code.
this is not Final Code at all. I played a much newer version of it last week, and it's nothing like that happens at all.
Gotcha. You're gonna just there it is.
This is totally M-rated, folks. Okay, so yeah, Kong's obviously pissed here. Here's Andero, the actress that's on the island, and Kong basically falls in love with her, and will do pretty much whatever he has to keep her alive. So here's an example of the platforming.
I've played this sequence before. I had so much fun playing this part.
It's a lot of fun. It kind of automates a lot of the swinging and stuff for you. There's not a lot of room for error. I mean, like
timing
you're
pretty
not.
much, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to fall off a branch and die because
Right.
that would be boring. You know, like King Kong obviously is pretty good at jumping around and swinging on trees and stuff. So.
Right on. Well, thank you for showing us the King Kong.
Absolutely.
I think we're going to check in with our good friend Rich Gallup, who is standing by with AMP3, isn't that right?
I sure am. Actually, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Brad. I'm standing by with Ryan Davis, who's standing by with AMP3.
Hey, what's going on, Rich?
Hello, Ryan Davis. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. My hand's all sweaty.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long show.
I've been gripping onto this Xbox 360 controller.
I finally have a controller here as well.
I gave you a controller too. I've got AMP3 here. We've got it hooked up.
I'm gonna put it out there. From what I've seen, just walking around watching all you lucky jerks play these games.
Yeah.
This is my favorite game.
This is the craziest.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of these games are like kind of graphical showpieces. These are, hey, look, here's the Xbox 360. Here's what it can do.
Right.
That's not really the focus in AMP3. AMP3 is a lot crazier than that.
Great.
AMP3 is about being crazy. In fact, we're going to play a little challenge here, a little two-player challenge. Now, from what I can tell, I've played through the whole story mode of the game, which is crazy.
Brief summary.
I can't even summarize it. Anime, sock puppets, comic books, Final Fantasy VII. Ninjas, I'd pass out before I could properly describe it right now.
Sure.
So, from what I can tell, there is no proper multiplayer mode. However, there are a couple of challenges hidden in the game that you can play or that you need to play with two players. So we're going to play the Snowball Busters here.
Okay.
We're in Valle Nevado in Chile right now.
Right.
So basically what you have here is you start off with this the main map, and then you go to a lift, and then you have to ski your way or snowboard your way down to your challenge.
This game looks pretty good, dude.
It's a pretty good-looking game. I would say that the thing that really stuns, though, is that draw distance, is how far you can see. There are actually a couple of hang gliding sequences in the game that show you like the entirety of the mountain that you're on at once, and it looks pretty amazing from that perspective. I'd say, though, I mean, comparatively to some of the other 360 stuff that I've been seeing, it's not blowing me away in that regard. It blows me away in a completely different regard. You know, this is going to take me too long, so I'm just going to switch over to snowmobile.
Awesome.
And we're just going to ride.
All right.
So, and then I'm going to bail.
Oh, no.
So I'll get there eventually.
That little rainbow triangle is pointing you on.
Yeah. Basically, when you choose a challenge that you want to take on, then that little rainbow shows up, and you want to follow it till you're at the end of the rainbow.
A lot of people on the slopes.
There's a lot of people. There's a lot of action. I do a little Cordova there, a little aerial trick on my snowmobile. There's a lot of peripheral action happening. You'll regularly have other riders and snowboarders. I'm going the wrong way now. I passed it.
Didn't you pass that?
I passed it a while ago.
There's that big rainbow thing that you were just talking about. How you're gonna go check it out, and then you just drove right by it.
Oh, did you have any questions for me?
No, actually, no. Someone sent in some AMP3 questions, and we will
ask me about AMP3. Ask me about why it's crazy.
All right, why is this game crazy, Ryan?
Because this is a scrapbook of a game. The visual style, the actually scrapbooking plays a major role in the storyline of the game.
I've never heard of scrapbooking as a function.
Scrapbooking is when you like
as a pastime, as a hobby.
You collect clips of different media.
Turn right, dude.
I'm seeing it. The TV's far away.
Okay.
So here we are. We're at the.
But yeah, so this game is really all about scrapbooking.
So Fling Fever.
This is
a type of challenge that they have in the game. This one is specifically two-player. They have these little sledding moments in the game where you, instead of snowboarding, you're sledding. And the whole purpose is to hurt yourself as much as you possibly can.
Awesome.
You want to just rack up a massive medical bill. So here the challenge is going to be for you and me. We're going to be tied together.
Okay.
And we're going to see who can do the most damage to themselves. Now, what we're going to do is
what buttons
hit A to make yourself start going, and then the R and L triggers are going to dictate whether you fly off or not. If you hit the Y button, you will just automatically bail.
I'm
like
gone.
That. So I'm going to go bail
into
these boxes. I'm actually not getting any damage whatsoever. I don't know what just happened. We didn't get any damage.
We didn't get any damage?
We didn't hurt
Maybe
ourselves.
it's because I wasn't there. Like, what am I doing right here?
You fell off a little early. Let's try that. We'll do it again.
Out.
We're just going to restart that challenge.
Okay.
It's easy enough. That's the cool thing about the game is that if you're in the middle of a challenge and you don't like the results, it's really easy to just restart it, and it just restarts instantly. So here we go again.
All right, so I won't hit any buttons.
Don't hit any buttons. Let's just fling each other around. We're going to try to pick up some of these icons.
Oh, you still got an icon. I hit a cowboy.
You hit a cowboy. That's good for you.
I like hitting, yeah. Oh, and I hit a house.
You hit a house.
I'm winning right now, by the way.
You are. Oh, but now I'm winning.
No, now you're winning. I'm done.
Oh,
no. Oh, what did I just? I don't know what I just did, but I'm at 200,000.
I think you just slammed your head. I actually had a moment last night when I was playing the game where my guy slammed his head directly into a metal pole, and it just racked up like 200,000 points immediately. I'm like, oh, God.
There it is.
So there you are. You get the crown. You're the winner.
Awesome.
So the strange thing about AMP 3 is, unlike the other two AMP games, this is really story-driven. There's a full-on story mode that you play through all this in. We're going to quit out of this.
Okay. And as you said, the story is just crazy.
The story is crazy. It starts off with you as being just sort of this generic snowboarding guy living up in Tahoe, hanging out with your crew, and then one thing leads to another, and your crew splits up with you. This is all told through cutscenes, which vary in just sort of bizarre media.
Can you show a cutscene,
I can
please?
show a cutscene just to give you an idea. I'm not going to show...
Don't show any of the later ones. People got to earn those.
Okay, we'll show something... We'll show Wienerland. This is an early one. This is Wiener Boy, one of the members of your crew, builds this sort of weird little snow park. So we're going to take a look at it.
Snow surfing action playset that provides hours of jibtastic fun. Included are action figures you can pretend are your friends and make them say whatever you want. Here's J-Dog.
I'm rad.
Hunter.
Stop looking at my butt.
Sebastian.
This is just one type of
everyone's favorite little snow surfer, Wiener Boy.
They use a lot of live action. There is like just dudes, like you can tell people that worked on the game, just hanging out, like doing these little skits, like to further along the story. It's just the way that it jumps between media types is really amazing, and it constantly keeps you guessing. As crazy, this is really early on, right? This is pretty crazy. The game never stops getting crazier until the very end. The very end is the most fevered pitch of crazy that the game has to offer.
And I gotta say, the ending cutscene is truly inspiring.
You got to watch the ending.
Can we see one more?
I'll show you one more.
Don't go too far, but yeah, just one more.
What's a good one here? Some of these are... All right, we'll show you the Freezorg.
All right.
As your friend Sebastian, he is training you for this upcoming event.
Okay.
And he's a little bit spacey. He's kind of a weird guy.
I know it's...
Okay. So this is one of the challenges that
we voyage to the Slash Mahal, the crusty snow fortress, an eternal prison of
Freezorg,
god of lightning and ice.
Truly, I mean, going from what you saw in the last one to that, I can't describe.
That's weird.
That's the breadth of the weirdness. You have paper in your hand.
I do have questions. Awesome. All right, let's see. Colby from Santa Monica, California. AMP 2 is kind of a disappointment. Is this an improvement? Can you even compare the two?
Gameplay is totally different.
Okay.
It's the other AMP games were pretty hard, pretty punishing gameplay-wise. This has been stripped down significantly. Honestly, from what I've played, the snowboarding is fun, it's responsive, not the best part of the game.
Okay.
The actual snowboarding.
Can I put you on the spot?
Go.
All right, Justin Allen, Brampton, Ontario. So far from what you've experienced in the two games, can you make your call between SSX on tour and AMP?
Totally different games.
You can't even.
It's like, yeah. Can I no.
Like what is?
I mean, yes, they are both snowboarding games, but Amped is more of like a Tony Hawk style of snowboarding, where it's a lot more trick based. SSX is more of a racing game. It's a racing game with tricks. This is less about the racing, so it's a different type of game.
Great. Well, I think we're gonna wrap the show up. Ryan Davis, are you ready to wrap the show up?
I'm totally ready.
I want you to keep playing.
I just want to do something
crazy. Ryan McDonald, how you doing, buddy?
Awesome. I was standing over here playing some King Kong, which is super cool. Like, you saw the one thing where he breaks open the jaws. The other really cool one, actually, Rocky Zone, he has him on his back, and he pulls him and breaks his back over his.
Oh, he does and he does like the King Slender move, drops him on the head.
It's really cool.
Kind of, it's pretty sweet.
I've been having a blast playing King
Slender. Yeah, someone did it yesterday, so I can't take credit for it. But yeah, it is the King Slender move. But Ryan, we do have one last thing we have to show that is not actually Xbox 360 related.
Oh, that's right. So you actually you misspoke at the top of the show, because we actually do have one tape segment, right?
Yeah, I was lying. Actually, I didn't misspeak. I was totally lying.
So to cut to the chase,
I knew it was coming. Ryan, please explain it for us.
Sure. There's a clip that we're going to show for Battlefront 2. It's funny because I think a lot of people might not know that there's this really cool hero mode in the game. You play on like Most Eisley, and you get some. Basically, allows you to pick all the really cool characters like Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and Ewoks, and all kinds of fun stuff. And then you run around like Battlefront 2 style, jacking each other. But since it's the hero mode, you actually have the lightsaber and the guns and all that stuff. So it's a lot like Battlefront 2, but it's with the characters you know and love and really want to play with. and then it has that whole thing. So it's really cool, and we're going to show a clip of it right now, actually. Pick it up. You should just quit out of this mode. Keep calling stuff. That one's way fun. The action in the Star Wars, you just go to Mos Eisley and you pick the assault mode. Isn't that right, Rich?
I believe that's it, and it's like this crazy little thing in there, and if you haven't played it yet, if you have Battlefront 2, you want to be totally Darth Maul versus Luke Skywalker and just prove how hard Luke actually is.
Not very.
No, he is the hardest. We had that as a trivia question on the show like a year ago. Who's the hardest Jedi? And it was so Luke.
Okay.
Luke is mean. He kills his dad, dude.
It's true.
He kills his dad.
It's pretty harsh.
It is. We've given away a lot of prizes recently.
Oh, man. Last week we gave away so many prizes.
Actually, this is 2 weeks worth of prizes.
2 weeks ago, we gave away even more prizes.
Ryan, do you have your list of prize winners, too? I gave you one.
You gave me one?
Yeah, it
Let me
was
see
over
here.
there.
I know this guy.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Yeah. All right, well, here's what's happened. Over the last 2 weeks, we've given away 3 copies of NBA 2K6
For the
Xbox 360. We've given away 3 copies of Infected for the PSP, and last week we gave away 4 of these Speedster 3, Fanatec, however you say it, Xbox steering wheels.
That's a big, heavy steering wheel.
I know.
Right there.
You see me hear me going with that?
It's got some heft.
What do you bench? 55? All right. Anyways, we also give away plenty of passes to game. We've actually, technically speaking, we've given away 10 tickets to game. But unfortunately, like the instructions we give were too hard. Because we asked people to include their birth date.
And they couldn't do that.
And we've only had, I think, 6 people do that so far.
Well, it's 6 winners.
Exactly. 6 winners who will be receiving free passes to game. They are, start off, Ryan Davis.
Chris Starner of California.
Ryan, do you have your list?
Jacques Perturis of California.
Antonio Rosas of California.
Tajeev Kohli of Washington.
Mark Padden of California.
And Chase G of California.
Chase G, that's a great rap name.
It was G. It's G-E-E, so it's one of the two. I said G.
G is good.
I like
G,
that.
not so, unless it's in
but
France.
you will be receiving your passes to the game very quickly.
That's the games and entertainment, or games and music experience.
And we'll give away. You want to give away 5 more passes right now?
I don't. Do you?
You want to run?
I don't have them on me, so I can't give away.
Yeah, we're getting right. It's really soon. It's December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We're all going to be there hanging out with Hieroglyphics and all these bands and playing all these games.
Kid 606.
I'm throwing the gauntlet down. All these people always email me and want to do some Counter-Strike thing.
Yeah.
There will be 2 machines. They will have Counter-Strike Source on it.
Yes.
Right here. You want some? Want a piece of me? Come.
Are you talking like mono a mono?
Yeah, straight up one-on-one. The raw dog.
Wow.
That's serious.
Yes.
All right.
So the gauntlet is thrown down. Come play Ronald McDonald.
All right, here's your trivia question then. If you're a GameSpot Complete member and you're going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, I want you to give us your full mailing address, your birth date, so if you can know that you can play M-rated games, and I want the words, yes, Ryan, I accept your challenge. Just say that, and first 5 people to do that won themselves passes the game.
The other thing
it's that easy.
The other thing I want to mention about the game,
yeah,
you're going to be doing some button mashing there live, right?
I know people keep bugging about button mashing, and we will bring it back as soon as we have time to do it. But yeah, we will be doing live truncated versions of button mashing, where people will be playing games against each other, against GameSpot editors, and other people.
And we're going to have tons of more info about games, so keep it tuned here, and we'll give you the updates as we get closer.
We will, actually, and we're going to be really close, because I don't think we're not going to have a show next week, because we get next Thursday off. So,
oh, that's right. It's Thanksgiving, huh?
Yeah, totally.
That's
so
crazy.
soon, very soon.
And for more about games, you want to get your own tickets, experiencegame.com. Check it out. And
you can find a link to it on the front page of GameSpot.
Yes, there's things all over the place, and we will see you there. It is going to be a good time.
It's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome. But let's give away some more stuff.
NBA 2K6, we got 3 copies of it.
We do, and the question was brought to me by Brian Ekberg, who is the actual man who is the color commentator in the original NBA 2K, and the man's name is Rod Brooks.
Rod Brooks.
Rod Brooks. He's a local guy, I guess. And the 3 winners were Ryan Davis,
Clayton Schultz of Canada,
Ryan McDonald,
David Brown of Florida,
and Travis Barton of Washington. Congratulations. As soon as we get them, we'll send them off in the mail. And the 3 copies of Infected. What was your trivia question, Ryan?
The trivia question was, which character from what other Majesco game was featured in Infected? The answer we were looking for was Blood Rain.
All right, and the 3 winners were Andy Torres of Florida,
Andrew McCauley of Utah,
and Jason Westendorf of California.
Great. And we gave away 4 steering wheels last week. Jeff asked for 3 cars that can be found in Need for Speed Most Wanted, because that might be your last chance to play a racing game on the Xbox with the steering wheel.
Just about.
But and so all kinds of people listed all kinds of cars, and the first 4 people to do it right were Kevin Kim of California,
Ruben Ferreira of Massachusetts.
Oh, I'm not. Why did I get stuck? I can't even read this. Elio Q of New York.
Elio Quattrociochi,
I'm sorry. I'm so
and
sorry.
Josh
That's cool,
Sturgis of Oregon. Congratulations.
You got
all.
Sturgis. That's so easy.
I tried Quattrociochi.
Yours is 7. Mine's like 18 letters long.
Listen, at least I tried it. But that is a great show. We have all kinds of Xbox
So much
360 stuff up on the site right now. There'll be more coming. Send us your questions next Tuesday. Obviously, the Xbox 360 launches. We will not, unfortunately, be broadcasting live from 0 Hour in the desert, right, Ryan?
Yeah, because it's a desert. They don't have internet. But we have figured out a way that we will be sending some updates, both text and video. So be sure to keep it locked here, and we'll have all kinds of fun stuff.
Very cool. So yeah, enjoy your Xbox 360 launch, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Wait, I can't close that. I got to thank everyone. Ryan, thanks. Brad, thanks. Alex, thanks. Greg, thanks. Jeff, thanks. Am I missing anyone?
Actually, there's one thing you're missing.
Crew, thanks.
We're doing one more live show before we get to Thanksgiving.
We are?
Yeah, you're forgetting Day of Defeat tournament tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, good
That's
call.
right,
Tell them all about
Game
it.
Center.
Yeah, Day of Defeat. GameSpot, complete members. I think everybody signed up that's going to sign up. But you can go to the Game Center website and see some information. And we're going to be broadcasting live. I think it starts at 6. Is that right?
That sounds right to me.
Somewhere around there.
We'll see you there. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be
I'll
fun.
learn a new game on the fly again, just like we did with UT. It'll be great.
You did great with UT.
That look of concentration on Ryan Davis's face means he wants to get back to playing AMP 3.
I'm already back to playing AMP 3.
And I want to go back
It's
to
good being
watching
here,
it.
but
yeah. Thanks to all of you, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Happy Thanksgiving right here on The Spot.